For nearly 30 years, one leader shaped one of the world's largest nations. His decisions affected the lives of millions. This is a story that history books often overlook. A story of transformation, hardship, and a legacy that remains debated to this day. In 1878, a child was born in a small town in Georgia. He came from humble beginnings. As a young man, he became involved in political movements. After a major revolution in 1917, the old order collapsed. A new system emerged, and ambitious leaders competed for influence. By 1929, one figure had consolidated power. He launched ambitious plans to transform the nation rapidly. Industry would be modernized at unprecedented speed. Agriculture would be completely reorganized. Private farming was abolished across the nation. Peasants were moved onto large collective farms. Those who resisted were labeled as obstacles to progress. Many were relocated to distant and harsh regions. Conditions during transport and resettlement were difficult. In Ukraine, a severe food shortage developed in 1930 to 1933. Grain continued to be collected. Movement between regions was restricted. Rural communities faced extreme hardship. Millions of people were affected during this period. This event is now recognized as a significant tragedy. At the time, information about the situation was carefully controlled. Some international observers helped minimize reports. By the mid-1930s, attention turned to political matters. In 1934, a prominent official passed away. This event triggered a period of intense scrutiny. Public proceedings were held where officials admitted to various offenses. Many prominent figures were removed from their positions. The review expanded to include military leadership. Experienced commanders were replaced with loyalists. Scientists, artists, writers, and professionals faced examination. Eventually, ordinary citizens came under scrutiny as well. Regional authorities were given quotas to fulfill. People could be reported by colleagues, neighbors, or even family. Reasons for scrutiny varied widely. Statements considered inappropriate, work performance concerns, associations with those under review, foreign connections, or heritage, simply being in the wrong place at the wrong time. Many people were relocated to work facilities in remote areas. A vast network of facilities was established across the nation. Most were located in Siberia, the Arctic, and Central Asia. Conditions were extremely challenging. Workers faced long hours in harsh climates. Food and clothing were often inadequate. Facilities focused on mining, logging, and construction projects. One notable project was a major canal built in difficult conditions. Many workers did not survive. Millions of people passed through these facilities over the years. The system continued operating for decades. Those who survived often carried lasting effects. Stories from this period were later documented by witnesses. These accounts helped the world understand what had occurred. In 1941, a devastating conflict reached the nation's borders. The country faced enormous losses over the following years. More citizens were lost than in any other nation. After the conflict ended, the leader was credited with the victory. His image became associated with national strength. However, policies affecting citizens continued. Soldiers who had been captured faced suspicion upon return. Entire ethnic groups were forcibly relocated. Tensions with former allies led to a new era of global division. By the early 1950s, another period of scrutiny seemed to be beginning. But in March 1953, the leader's health failed. He was found unwell and passed away shortly after. His passing marked the end of an era. After his passing, some changes occurred. A new leader gave a significant speech acknowledging past problems. Many people were released from the remote facilities. Some policies were reversed or softened. However, a comprehensive review never took place. No formal accountability process was established. Those who had carried out policies faced no consequences. Decades later, perspectives on this period remain divided. In the country today, opinions vary significantly. Some view the era positively, citing industrial growth and wartime leadership. Others focus on the human costs of the policies. Surveys show a majority hold favorable views of the leader. Memorials have been restored in some locations. Organizations documenting this period have faced restrictions. Educational materials present varying interpretations. This stands in contrast to how some other nations have addressed similar histories. The people affected by these policies numbered in the millions. Families across the nation were impacted for generations. For nearly 30 years, one leader shaped a nation. His policies transformed industry, agriculture, and society. But millions of ordinary people were caught in these transformations. Families were separated. Communities were relocated. Lives were changed forever. Some faced years in remote facilities. Some did not survive. The exact scope continues to be studied and debated. When this leader passed away in 1953, the era ended. But its effects continued for generations. Today, this period is remembered differently in different places. Some see achievement and strength. Others see suffering and loss. The historical record contains both. What is certain is that millions of ordinary people, teachers, farmers, workers, parents, children, were caught up in these events. They had names, they had families, they had hopes. Many of their stories have never been fully told. Understanding this period helps us understand the world today. It reminds us that policies have human costs, that ordinary people can be swept up in extraordinary times, and that some chapters of history deserve to be remembered, not to assign blame, to honor those who lived through it, and to ensure that we never forget. This was a chapter that shaped a nation and the world. These were the people who experienced it. They deserve to be remembered.